and all the people in your house and putting you in a warehouse that's, 20,000 square foot and you're in a chair sitting in the middle of it and they're asking you questions and you're trying to fire off stuff. So it was tough, the movie process itself. But when I had all these expectations, I just didn't know how we were going to get there. And then as we were doing it, I was doubtful that we were getting where it actually has gone. And now that it's out, now that, I've seen the final cut with the orchestra and everything and the colorization, everything redone, everything done, remastered, it's phenomenal. It has exceeded my expectations as far as the movie, how they put it together, the way the story plays out. It exceeded my expectations. So I'm stoked. Now, whether or not it exceeds everybody else's expectations has to be seen. And what the general public thinks of it has to be seen. I mean, I'm a freaking full-blooded Hexican. And, I have certain expectations because of that and because of what I know and what's in my DNA. So, I look at this thing through that lens. Now, what is the average Joe who doesn't know crypto going to think of it? And how are they going to view it? What's the crypto space outside of the Hex ecosystem going to think of it? Which is what really matters. It doesn't matter what RG thinks, it's what the general public thinks of this film. And I tried to sit back the last time I saw it and look at it through that lens. It's like, if I was just the normal person, what would I be thinking about this right now? And how would I be viewing it? And when I did that for myself, I found I was in a really good place. Like, it gave me options to look at, and then based on my psyche or how I have a worldview on finance and cryptocurrency and everything, I think it helped me to make my decision for me based on all the information that was out there in the film. So it's really done well. It's not a puff piece, like I've always told everybody. In fact, some of us look like clowns. Richard, with all of his outrage marketing at the time and his clothes and the lavish lifestyle stuff. But in between all that stuff, there's really good messages, and there's everything that Hex is put out there in between the lines. So Hexicans are going to be really pleased with that, and you guys will pick it up. It's just about how will the general public perceive it, and will they pick that up? Will they pick up the in between the lines things that we're all saying, all the Hexicans are saying, and Richard's saying? That's going to be the real litmus test when we see how people react to it.
Yeah, man. As far as right now, this is an opportunity for us all to push this to the people that's asking us fucking 1,000 questions a day about Hex. For those that didn't believe, people that just never understood, hey, this is your opportunity to actually understand. So I mean, so I think it might be the opportunity for us to really just push it full fledged, because this movie do good. We sell out, had to extend the days, maybe 2 or 3 days, like I think RG said. And I don't know, what was it LA or Vegas, one of them that they sold out, so they had to push another day. So I'm saying we can keep this going, for just a short time being. It's going to sprout on its own. I mean, it's going to sprout regardless. So I think that's what you're talking about. But there's nothing wrong with, speeding this process up. You know what I'm saying? Just getting it out to more people.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed what I was trying to say. At the end of the day, this premiere specifically is about the numbers that they see that attend these premieres, right? This 4th, this 5th.
You just build the patience, bro. That's why it's in my opinion, it's I know it's going to happen, because on a business term, it's I don't even care that we lost the race and we didn't even qualify. What happens is that we actually sponsor the car. So if you want to talk paper, on paper, what did your community do? Well, we did this. We even got a movie, got a documentary, and we probably have more things cooking. We do this, we do that.
Hey, but check this out though. Wouldn't it sound even better if they said, hey, y'all got a NASCAR, boom, y'all did that. Dude on YouTube, he got this, that, whatever. And he also has a movie that sold out. What? I'm just saying, it's extra things.
But then think about it, because of BitBoy, because of Ivan, and then they come in and then they get the credit for doing something that is all us. And we did 3+ years, we stayed on the top 10 on Etherscan, and we did all this, provide liquidity, did this, made our own chain, have a whole system state copy, did the biggest airdrop, got one of the best founders, and then we gotta go to BIP. You feel what I mean?
I'm just saying. But that's the thing, you gotta take that out though. You gotta take that out, because we already know, okay, somebody say, dang, BitBoy put us on to this movie, and now I'm invested and now I made money. Oh, thank you, BitBoy, for telling me. Cool, you gonna have those people. You gonna have those people that choose.
It makes me cringe as someone
who's given. But guess what though? we say this is one. It's kind of like a secret blessing, like, you know what I mean, like we kind of bless them in a way that somebody else might have got the credit for it, and that's cool. But guess what's gonna come back to our community? Might you know, maybe the funds, which is the main thing, because I 100% agree with what Richard Hart say. People are in crypto for the money. The tech is cool, yeah, we get it, I like it, but we ain't here to make money. We ain't here to change up the whole, you know, the way people think about all the shit.
No,
but we're in it for the money.
We are, bro. I just want to make sure Black Hexa can finish.
Really, I was just saying that if we sell out the theaters, then that's how we get in front of the bigger eyes, right? Like, regardless of if there are actually butts in the seats, if people are in the front rows, nobody's coming to see who is sitting in the front rows. They just want to see that the seats are sold. So you buy a couple extra tickets, even in a city that you know you're not going to go to, in one of these smaller markets. Then we have the numbers that gets us on a streaming platform. So that's my whole thing.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
real quick, let me just tell you why it's more about than just the money. Because, dude, the timing of this couldn't be more perfect. It's like the serendipity of this coming now. Like, at the end, it just couldn't be any fucking better. Because look, now that you got this like XRP pump, you got all this other shit happening. You have people getting all sorts of money from Twitter. Like, you know, the system is starting to get a little juicy. You know, there's some extra money floating around. And what people don't know, like, you know how many spaces I heard today where people were saying, like, oh yeah, we'd love to use Ethereum, it's a great thing, but man, those fees, if only somebody made a system that was like Ethereum but had lower fees. You know, they don't know that this problem has been solved. Like, that's what we got to get across. It's like, yeah, we did it. It's called Pulsechain. Welcome.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's more of a thing that we constantly do nonstop. But this is me personally speaking. But as far as right now, I look at the opportunities like in hand. Like, the biggest thing that's coming up is the single-sided staking, whenever that is, you know. But besides that, what we know for a fact is that this movie is coming out in a few weeks. I feel like this is the time for us to really just grind, you know what I'm saying, just get it out there. And like Black Hitzman said, like, just buying it, because I didn't even think about that really. I bought an extra seat, but I got, you know, we all have, I'm not saying we got like a lot of crypto money, but fucking 30, 60, $100, that's like about 6, 7, 8 seats. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's not much, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know everybody's situation, but from what she just mentioned, I just thought maybe if we have somebody that's well respected in the Hex community to say, hey, you know what, let's do a fundraiser, let's raise some money, people can donate, and we just buy random tickets at the lowest place, and then we give them out to people, you know, that's in the area. I mean, you know, it's simple things we can do like that. Like, you can donate a ticket like $14, donate $20. That's one free you know, that's a ticket for one person that may or may not come. But selling out, like Black Hexen said, like, getting these numbers and selling out is like one of the biggest flex we can do. And we already know how Richard Hart is, like, when it comes to the ecosystem. Like, I got the biggest diamond, this and that, and I sold out, you know, like, these are different things that we can do. And I think, you know, maybe like somebody well respected, we do like some type of donation fundraiser, just buy a fucking shit ton of tickets.
Yep, like in Vegas, DCC is hosting the second night on Saturday. He bought the entire theater. We know we only probably have like 60 people coming, and there was only 120 seats. He bought the entire theater because now that looks like a sold out show. So while we're in Vegas with the 60 of us that's going, we got on our stuff, we can just pass out tickets. Hey, you want to come see this free movie, right? What is that extra $300 or however much it costs to do that to him? It's really not anything. But what does it look like to the outside world? Oh shit, Vegas sold out in the first couple hours, right? So just take those little small cities and just buy a couple extra seats. It's like $13 a ticket. If it's a child's ticket, it's like $9.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, we find somebody well respected though in this community that we all trust. I definitely think we should like do some type of donation. I'll personally donate a couple $100 just to buy some tickets, you know, because I like that idea. I think at this time, selling out of tickets for the movie, may people show or may not, you know, it's something, you know, that we can, you know, add to our resume.
Well, look, and I'll be really real with you guys. Like, it's all about attention, you know? And so what's going to happen is everyone's anticipating this movie. They know there's going to be thousands of people. Like I said, just by even estimation, about like 10,000 people potentially, right, that could see this movie over that weekend. Everybody understands that even if some percentage of those people decide that, oh, this is for me, like, I like this idea, let me try it out, right? That's obviously going to create a demand. But here's what they're going to try to do to discredit this whole system is they're going to try to peak it, right? Peak the attention. And then and if there's nothing to look forward to, there's no showing the following week, you know, the people aren't going to Pulsechain tour or whatever, they're going to try to use that as, you know, try to kill that momentum that we have. And that's the number one thing, you guys. It's so important. We have to keep that momentum going. That's why it's just so perfect with the timing. You got the Pulsechain tour you could go to, you know, if there's some kind of like merch or whatever that we can get people interested in, so they wear it to the gym, wear it around, whatever, more people see it. You know, it's all about momentum, because like I said, if everyone knows it's just that one weekend, well, guess what's going to happen to that price, right? But if people know it's the weekend, but we can look forward to streaming, oh, Netflix, you know, if we do bigger numbers, you know, Netflix might pick it up, it might stream, might be in everybody's house. You know, how do you, you know, so that's what it's all about. Like, get this ball rolling, and that's what they did. And now it's just up to us to just be on message and just keep the momentum going. You know, that's the biggest thing that we could do. You know, on here on Twitter, out in real life, whatever. And yeah, like, we just don't want to have like a peak of like interest and then it kind of, you know, wanes over time. Anyway, whatever we could do to kind of, you know, like I said, just keep the momentum going. It's going to be huge. And then, like, it could finally be that catalyst, you know, where it gets, like you said, it gets attention from the right people, and, you know, whatever gets into their communities and things like that. So anyway, I think it's going to do very well.
Time to get back to work, and this is important. It really is important right now. We've got 3 weeks, and we really got to blow these numbers out, because we got to get this movie on the map. It's going to be an onboarding tool outside of the crypto space that I think is going to live on for a long time. Remember, this movie is going to be out there in Netflix and chills people's living rooms for many, many years now. It's not going to just be a one and done or hit the bull market and be part of it. It's going to be out there forever. I mean, this movie's going to be out there about who we are, what we do, and what Hex means. So it's important for us to get this thing pumped right now. So we've got 3 weeks to get our shit together and get as many people out there to see this film so that we can get some global distribution. So I'm fired up about what we've done so far in just the first couple of days, and so proud of everybody. And it's been a long time, man. We put a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of time into this movie and money, and they did a great job. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be a great tool for us in the future and beyond. So let's just get it pumping. And, you know, and on the tour, don't forget what that means too, because now, you know, when we built the movie, when we made the movie, it was about Hex and the community, and, you know, kind of like the true Bitcoin story, what it should have been like, what a community rallying behind a good crypto should have been. And now we've got DeFi with Pulsechain and Pulsex. I mean, true DeFi, and that's what the Pulsechain tour is about. And this is where we really get the message out that we've got the full suite of financial products for people to remove themselves from the banking system, from the governments, from everything, and literally have our own currency and our own system and take our power back. This is a power play now. And I don't think that crypto itself or the governments or the powers that be that are out there, the banks, understand what has actually happened. I mean, true DeFi now exists. It was one thing for Bitcoin to exist, but it's a whole nother thing for true DeFi to exist, because now we have the whole suite of products. We have a couple of little things we got to adjust, like on-ramping and off-ramping, and you know, making wallets simpler and making onboarding and offboarding simpler for the general public to get in and out of. But those are things that we can work out, because now we have the tracks to run on. We have the tools we need to go out and do that. And there's teams all over building these things now, you know, working with on-ramping platforms, working with protocols that can actually make getting into Hex and getting into the system much simpler than it is. So it's there and it's happening. So coming to the Pulsechain tour and bringing the people that you know to learn and understand what DeFi is and what it can mean to the world. Get to one of our events, guys. Come and see us on the Pulsechain tour. And if you're one of the influencers or somebody who wants to be part of the project in your town, you know, give Black Hexen a call, DM her. I think there's still a couple locations we may be looking to add people in, and we'll get you on the board with us. So yeah, wanted to just kind of throw that out there about the Pulsechain tour. Let's get some momentum going behind that, because that's also going to help us to get the movie out and get people watching the movie and whatnot.
Yeah, what's the plan for Europe screenings? Because as UK guys, we're suffering out here.
So we do have a plan being developed and being put in place to get more distribution out. So right now, of course, obviously, we're focused on this over the next few weeks, but we're getting a lot of interest in getting out over the pond. So it's in the works, and we do have a plan that we'll start working on. Now, here's the other thing that we can do. we can start hosting view parties, because the box sets are out there and you're going to have the ability to watch the film if you have a box set. And if you have a facility to do it in, you can show the movie. There's nothing wrong with that, because we can sell the box sets and people can have viewing parties. So there's those. And I think that a lot of people in the UK are already getting ready to do that, because the box sets are going to be getting mailed out here in the next week or so. So there's that option right now. But definitely we're working on getting global distribution out there.
Hey, real quick, RG, question, if you don't mind. Have y'all looked into like the whole YouTube movie thing? Like, cause I know a lot of, everybody fucking go on YouTube, especially crypto people. You guys look into like the whole, maybe after this, with the with the movies, but like movie theaters, but like more like YouTube movies, y'all looked into like the requirements and stuff, and as far as that, going that route?
Yeah, good question. It's definitely on the list of distribution channels. There's other things that are obviously we want to put in before that, but it's definitely on the list.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
It's somewhere around plan C or D, somewhere there.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm excited to see it. Whenever I get to, I'm gonna feel jealous for a few days when I see all you guys. I'm excited about watching it for the first time. I can't wait to see the actual clips of everyone getting together at the theatres and going in, and their reactions after coming out as well. I think those things are going to be a great help for the movie when people actually come out the cinema and they're giving their reviews as well and posting little videos and giving their reaction. That's going to be a huge help.
Yeah, the red carpet event at the Miami premiere is going to be pretty cool too, getting the photos of that and the video and all the gala event that it's going to be. That's going to be good too.
Hey, real quick, RG, my mind is stuck on it. Forgive me. I don't know if you heard when I was after Black Hickson was talking, it just popped in my mind, like maybe doing like some type of fundraiser or donation where people that might not be able to make the movie or just want to help out, they can donate, and you guys use that money to buy up seats.
Yeah, that's something that the community can definitely go out and do. I can't get involved in any of those kinds of things just because of my position and my contractual obligations. So I have to be really careful about how I present and how I contribute and part of. So, but definitely the community can go do things like that. There's no problem with people buying tickets and handing them out. Now, here's the problem. Now, contractual obligations make it to where we can't buy a bunch of tickets and then resell them. That's out of the scope of the contract. So they can't be resold, but they can be, given away or whatever. And then, of course, those of us that are involved in the film or involved in the screenings, some of the people have been given press kits and launch kits for the screenings. They can't be involved in any of those types of things.
Gotcha. Okay, so you pretty much you can't do it, but we can. And do you sign off on this, or what's your take on that? I mean, I don't know if you can say you can agree to that. Okay. Well, I mean, I get your standpoint. It makes sense.
Hey, I want as many eyes on this film as possible. That's
good enough. Gotcha. I got you.
Hey, Archie, could you speak at all about who will be attending the gala, the premiere, the big premiere? I know there were some pretty big names that were invited to it. Is there anything you could tell us, like who's coming?
So we actually had a meeting about that today. Me and my partner Kinetics and Toby Wan. We were talking about big influencers that are supposed to be showing up. So we still have some work to do on that as far as who's going to be there, because the premiere tickets, we all just got them, and we're trying to see who's gonna be part of it and who's already been given tickets. So a list will be coming out shortly on kind of the influencers and who's all going to be there. My guess is that you're going to see people. I don't know if they'll show up or whatever, but all of the regular influencers will end up being probably invited. Maybe an Eric Wall, maybe a BitBoy, some of those folks. Whether they come or not, I'm not sure. But we'll probably see some of those folks there.
Sound like BitBoy coming. I know he want to boost his bag, so he's definitely gonna be there. That was low-key compliment. I got you. Okay. No, but somebody decides to do the donation thing, I'm definitely willing. Y'all can DM me or whatever. I'm definitely down to put down some cash for it, some free tickets or whatever.
Yeah, like really, I don't even think we need like a whole big centralized like donation address. Like it's as simple as you just going to the website yourself and buying a few extra tickets. right? Whatever it is that you're comfortable with, just go and do it.
Exactly. And here's the other thing, because they're e-tickets, you could buy tickets in another town, another state, and gift them on Twitter to somebody. Hey, anybody from that area that wants some tickets, that can give out some tickets and get some butts in the seats. There's a lot of different ways you can do that.
Makes sense. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a few extra tickets then.
I think Richard even posted the cities where the attendance is a lot lower. So just look at those tweets, and then that can kind of guide you on like which cities to try to support a little bit more. Because cities like LA, Vegas, Austin, they don't need help. Like they already got 2 nights sold out. If another night gets added, that night will get sold out too. It's the Minnesotas and the other places that really need more support.